Hello summoners, welcome back to the channel, and we should be now live on YouTube. I will be streaming for, it's kind of late for me, it's 11:48 p.m. So I will be streaming for about an hour to 60 to 90 minutes, and let's see, we'll do some Cavalier difficulty, and hopefully it should be a fun time. We'll be testing both 5 and 6 star version. My 5 star version is already at 565, so we can't take we can't test rank 3 or rank 4 one, but this is the CCP beta, and if things look different than usual streams, that is mostly because I am sitting in the drawing room instead of my room this time, because it is pretty late, and I will try to be a little bit I'll be a little more quiet than usual, mostly again because let's see, people are trying to sleep here. But anyways, we will start by some rank 2 gameplay. I've already made a video on rank 5 5-star Jubilee, if you want to check that out. Overall, my thoughts on the character, I don't think she is going to be anything game changing for most people, but she's a cool character, she looks pretty nice, and if I had her, I would rank her up on my main server, but I probably won't be using her because she, utility wise, she has some stuff, but she's not the best. She has a little bit of power control, some concussion, she has a lot of prowesses, so she could technically let me just show you a fight. This is without her being in horseman with suicide masteries as rank to 6 star. So let's keep playing around with her, and eventually we'll take her to rank 3, and yeah, you can get a decent idea of this. Shubham, hello, welcome. It must be pretty late for you, but yeah. So see, this is the thing, her phases, they change really quickly, and ideally for the best damage output, I really love her heavy attack, by the way. Check this out, so cool. So this is the phase you want to be, the orange one, and then you do a bunch of energy damage. See, all 3 of them crit, and we did really decent amount of damage for character with suicide masteries. But even then, compared to characters like Sunspot or Havoc, I do think that they are much better for damage output. So I'm not sure what the use of this character is, but she's not a bad character by any means. How she works, so see, basically you keep gaining prowess. You can gain till her heavy reach is really short, by the way. So right now we have 10 prowess, and you can see besides the prowess there are 3 modes: blue, orange, and pink. So they all, it's kind of clairvoyant, and all 3 of these do different stuff, although I would have preferred if it changed on the 5th light attack. So now if we go for SP3, we will have permanent prowess, but again, unlike some characters, you can't store that in your persistent charge and have that in the next quest. So at the moment I don't see a lot of use for the stored prowess, because usually the opponent will just die, and the only areas which have enough health pool to, now we have 12 prowess, and once this firework thing ends, we will start gaining prowess once again, and heavy attacks are a great way to get them. So we can get 12 more, and then our special attacks will really hit really hard, but all the opponents are just dead at that point. Maybe if we go up against Realm of Legend Winter Soldier. But do let me know if the stream is working fine. I don't see any lag, and yeah, hopefully the audio and everything is also fine. So let me get the 6-star one, and maybe we'll do a Realm of Legend speedrun at some point. I would like to get a Labyrinth solo. She can probably do it as a rank 3 6-star. I tried with rank 2 one, and we got pretty close. So let's get the 6-star one. We'll do not ask about Strife, by the way. We are not allowed to talk about him just yet. So let's make her horseman. It's fine, alright. Good to hear that. My internet, this is not the time when I usually use it, so I'm not sure if it will work fine. how to get content creator beta. So you have to be, there are different ways you can get in. The application is on the official forums. Parry heavy dependent, not really. I wouldn't say she needs to parry. Let's take her to rank 3. We have a 5-star one if anyone wants to see some like rank 2ish gameplay. But talking about the content creator beta, that is a very common question I get. So for YouTube, the minimum requirements are 500 subscribers and 10,000 views per month. And if you do some other kind of content like podcasts, website, blogs, then they don't have the minimum requirements in that forum post, and so I'm not sure, but I'm sure there are some. But you can just fill that application, and yeah. Also, don't get demotivated if you don't get in straight away. It took me 5-6 months to hear back. But alright, so now she's a rank 3 6-star as a horseman, and you can select one of these in the starting. And the other thing, like, she has some kind of power control. Theory saying, hey, nice Jubilee god. She, like, I really enjoy playing with her in stuff like Realm of Legends. Just open YouTube and saw your stream. Yeah. Like, I've never done a stream this late before, and I've not done a stream on a CCP. So she's my 4th one. And if I had to rank all my CCP characters, like the ones I've played around with, I'd say Spider-Ham is probably the best, followed by, look at that damage, that is pretty good SP2. I'd say Spider-Ham was the best one, and then Immortal Abomination. I guess both of them were really good, and then I'd say Jubilee, and then Immortal Hulk. I think she is a good character, but anyone who has, is Aegon repaired? I'm not sure what you are asking there, but for anyone who has a developed roster already, I don't think she is gonna help you that much. And again, utility wise, she has power control, she has some defensive ability reduction, but it's not great. Like, I would rather use other slow characters and, you know, other power control characters. Maxwell24 saying, hi Kingslayer, how are you? I am doing well, thank you. Hope you are doing well as well. So and without Suicide Mastery, she was not hitting that hard, and the only really interesting thing that I felt with her is the orange phase and the energy damage you do. So in Labyrinth, like, we were doing the damage cap on plus 25,000 energy damage. Let's jump in Labyrinth real quick. I want to solo this guy. How do you feel her damage? Love her design. Her design is very good. I absolutely love all her animations. How many prowess she can gain at max? 12. Then you can store, let me show you in Labyrinth. We don't really need the Deadpool thing, so I'm not running any of the synergy, but you can get prowess, potency, and some attack rating, I guess. Let's just try. Jubilee has a beautiful heavy attack. She does. Oh, the Aegon Fury problem. Yeah. I'm not sure about what's going on with that. She can gain like 24 prowess max, right? That is correct. So you can get 12. You can go for SP3. You can store that, and then you can build up the prowess again. I really hate that you can't build up prowess while you are in the surge phase, or whatever that is called. So Pinkler, is it just me, or does it look like you're trying to sell me something? But even, like, she doesn't benefit that much from the horseman thing. I'm just doing it because I'm running Suicide Mastery. Did you try this horseman? I did. It's nothing to, like, she benefits from it. Of course, every mutant benefits from being a horseman, but not too much. So let's see. I am hoping to solo this guy, although I'm not sure if the rank 3 would make much of a difference because most of my damage was coming from recoil anyways. But let me show you how a basic Jubilee fight would work. If it's a longer fight, you just want to get some prowess and go for your special 3. See, the basic attacks, they don't hit too hard. Although like Red Hulk is never a great example to showcase a character because he has a lot of resistances and stuff. So now we have 12 prowess. It's really easy to build up the prowess, that is one thing, and I do think that she is going to be great for stuff like buffed up, but I'm not sure what's going on with mutants and prowess. It's like every mutant that comes out, they just slap prowess on them. But now you want to go in the orange phase and go for a special 3. What's your ranking for Jubilee from 1 to 10? I'll say 7. How many rank 3s do you have in my main server? 0. I say Jubilee out of 10. I'll give her a 7, maybe even a 6. Like, she's a character who, she's definitely not a dud, but at the same time, compared to, there's just so many good mutant characters, I won't recommend people to rank her up if they have characters like Colossus or Magneto. And so now you are about to see some decent damage. You would have if he didn't block my speed. So that is one thing, because his phases change so fast, and because her phases are changing really fast, it's kind of annoying to get the timing right with the right phase, because see, every attack it just keeps changing, and I want to go for the orange one. So this is where most of the damage comes from, is the special 2 and the energy damage there. Her heavy attack reach is not long at all. Like, look at this. Although I don't think it would have connected with any character though. Let's pay a special. Hey Cataclysm, welcome. She looks stressful to play. She could be. She definitely could be stressful to play, especially like not in this situation. Here, what's the worst thing that could happen? We could die, which is fine. But look at that. That was a lot of damage. But if you are taking a fight where you need slow, then you can go to your blue mode and use your special 1. And you'll get slow, but at the same time, then it's just like if you do it in the wrong phase, then it could be really bad, and you can end up doing something that you don't want. Like, see, right, this would put a taunt on the opponent. Maybe I just, so in some situation, I don't want a taunt. I'm going for the slow thing. Like, I was fighting a Juggernaut, and I really didn't like the fact that I put a taunt instead of slow. And with a special 2 in other phases, so this is the suppression thing, this is the power control, and look, we're not giving that much power, but at the same time a power lock is just so much powerful. Like, even an Ember weight is so much better. So this is a nice ability to have, but I don't see why you would want to use this. And what's the other phase? That's just concussion. So my overall thoughts, I'm not too impressed with Jubilee, but at the same time, she, look at that special, all 3 crit. I tried it that multiple times, I couldn't get all 3 hits to crit. That would have been a great intro for my video. But she does have some big yellow numbers, which is something that I do like. will probably not solo this because suicides will kill me, and I also made a mistake there. So let's just kill it off. She looks like a little payoff for what synergy you need to make her damage better. She reminds me of a female Gambit. Gambit, I'd say, is better because I think his damage is clearly better, and even then, like he doesn't need any synergies to be bleed immune, like heal from bleed, right? And on top of that, he is like as a horseman, he has the perfect block going for him. Hello Satsui no Hadu, welcome. Satsui, by the way, was in the Summoner Showdown thing from Asia, and he also has a YouTube channel, by the way. Really skilled player, of course. So let's try rank 3 here, and let's go for a full clear. Will she come under the Psylocke? I'm not sure what you mean there, but from what I didn't do too much testing. We just got her day before yesterday, I think, when we updated. But like, it's better to just ignore the phases in the most, like if you're going for max damage, and just gain the prowess, because if you are in when you use a special tool, you are now in the surge phase, and now the basic attacks will do some energy damage, as you can see. But it's better, in my opinion, to just use a heavy attack at this point, and that would end the surge, but you will start gaining prowess again. So in shorter fights, I'd say do this and get to 12 prowess, and then maybe go for a special 2 in the orange phase. Best potion farmer? I wouldn't say so. Like, again, you have to pay attention. I think in order to be a good potion farmer, you would want your characters to be, really simple to play. And while she isn't very complicated, you have to just keep an eye on what's the current phase. But I missed a lot of chat. Satsui saying, nah man, that's high praise indeed, but I am just one of the guys. I'm enjoying your playtesting with Miss 4th of July. Dalen saying, King's Bear, speaking of Summoner Showdown, who were you rooting for? I was happy McMuffins all the way. See, all of them were just so much more skilled than me, that it was really interesting. But Anger Danger did amazing with the Quake gameplay, and I can't even play her in the right matchups, and he was just totally crushing it against fights where she is not supposed to work well. But I have been watching a lot of Happy McMuffins YouTube videos. So this is the blue phase. This has the concussion. It doesn't really, like, there are not that many situations where you would need a concussion, and there are just characters with stronger ones. So I don't know why I would use that. It was a cool event. I want that as a game mode in the game. Although I wish, I think it would be better if you could choose the defender first and then pick an attacker accordingly. like if we see that as a game mode. The Nick Fury versus Cable fight of Inga Danger was sick. Yeah, I thought that was just unbelievable. Like I thought that was a lost fight, and yeah, he did amazingly well there. Really disappointing. Like Gambit is better than this. If you're like, if I'm being honest here, like I think she is a cool character with cool animation, but that's it. Like. If you already have a decent roster, I wouldn't rank her up. Even Dave was impressed for the quick gameplay. I think everyone was. Is there any fight or synergy anyone wants to see in particular? Because as you can see, like so let me show you the problem with the slow thing. So I selected the blue pre-fight, and as you can see, it's on the timer. At this time, we're not gaining any prowess. That is kind of a penalty for getting to choose. I really think that they should have. So now we have a slow one. First of all, without Suicide Masteries, damage is not great. And with Suicide Masteries, if you want to keep slow, you will have to use your SP1. And like right now, if someone does this and gets taunt, that could be a little bit annoying. And in the orange phase is just shock. So if you want to keep slow consistently, you can technically do it. It just requires a little bit of attention. And with Suicide Masters, of course, you are going to take a lot of recoil damage, and we are not gaining a lot of prowesses, so it's not a great time. It's just, with her, I'd say is the best way is just to keep using your SP2s in the orange firework thing. Let's see if the concussion did remove the unstoppable, so that could be a way to go, I guess. But again, when you are like with Clairvoyant, the thing I like, it doesn't feel that much of a penalty. Like if you want regeneration, then you can't get power control and incinerate at the same time, but that is fine. It doesn't feel like you should be allowed to get all three, but with her, I think you should be allowed to get all three, or at least you should be allowed to get the prowesses. And also, like a lot of these mutant characters, when they don't crit on the special 2, then the damage just falls off significantly. Do you reckon there's any good way to manage ever-changing phases? Like, so Legacy said that get to the phase that you want. So let's say if you want this pink one, and then when they're dashing at you, you can throw your special, and it works, but I'm not sure if you would, like, you can do that if you wanna get a big special 2 in the orange phase, but overall it is pretty annoying that her phases keep changing. Black Widow Clairvoyant damages Dodo but got nice utility. So she, like, compared, so the problem with her in my opinion is that compared to the top mutants, she doesn't even have damage going for her, and utility wise compared to the high utility characters, she doesn't have that much utility going for her. So she is kind of in middle. How much ability accuracy is reduced by the concussion? Let's check it out. I don't think it's like, we had it up and he got unstoppable a few times, so let's see. 50% defensive ability, but not bad. It's like a 50-50 chance that unstoppable won't proc, but we have stronger defensive ability reduction characters, so yeah. Should we continue? Like with the mutant power boost, it's like she's actually really good for stuff like this. Let me, because her special attacks definitely have a lot of damage, and you just gain 2 bars back. Love Black Widow Clairvoyant. She's a Mystic Army Knife. I agree. So let's just, we're in the blue phase again. Let's just stick to the Shrife is more interesting. You can't show him. I can't. Yeah, he is definitely more interesting. I haven't played with him much. I just ranked him up. Also, like whenever the second character comes out, because we've had them for a longer time, it's like you can test them in more content. And when he does come out, I will probably be taking him to Labyrinth in a stream. So that could be a cool thing. Won't probably do it like in the night, because it is pretty late for me. But anyway, let's get some prowess and go for another special 2. So you can always go for heavy attacks, and that's some like your phase won't change, but you will get power. CCP creators, and yeah. Let's go for SP3. Her SP3 animation, just like all her animation, is pretty sick. The Strife will come later this month. That is a nice thing. Like otherwise the end of the month is usually very boring, but when we have 2 characters, so at least that's kind of a spike in YouTube views, I guess. But anyways, overall I'd say most people will agree that she is kind of disappointing, and especially because she is a mutant character. If she was any other class, I would say people would still maybe rank her up. Marcos, hello, welcome. Maybe against Wolverine we can go for the permanent prowess thing and then build her up. Also, not having any immunities is a big problem. Like it's fine if you have great damage, but having some kind of immunity definitely helps. Hello Keshav. Also pre-fights, like they don't do that much. And I think you would have noticed the heavy reach problem as well. I really wish they make some changes to her. So Jubilee is like Nova plus Professor X. I'm not sure how that synergy works. I guess you can parry and also go for your special 2. So that would also work. That was a pretty big special 2. But again, in this phase you should definitely be allowed to issue any good. Not great. Like I'm interested to see what other people say on her. I haven't seen any other videos, but does she have any decent rotation like Cosmic Ghost Rider or Doom? So she's just jack of all trades. Yeah, that is correct. KD1 did a video, right, where I just saw the thumbnail when the abilities came down. Like jack of all but master of none. That is pretty much how I would describe this character. I'm not sure what the hell is going on with my speaker. Just But rotation wise, like you can go for your special 3 and get some permanent prowess, but that's pretty much it. And after that, like, it's what do you want, but at the same time, anything except the damage phase doesn't really make that much sense. It's much weaker. If it was 100% concussion and a full power lock, then she would be just so much better. But like the power suppression thing is not great. Or like power drain, even a weaker power drain like clairvoyant in the second phase, even that would have been much better. But as like if you are just starting out and you get her, then she can take you through a lot of stuff, because she does have a lot of tricks in her bag. She's just not very good. Like technically she I think Legacy did solo the 6.2 champion with her. I'm not sure if that video is up. So her slow mechanic can definitely be useful. My background music is probably breaking a lot, and that is because I'm not sure what my speaker is going through. Let me keep it somewhere else. That is also something that happens with me, like when I'm trying to get to the new phase, I just push myself to 3 bars of power when I don't want to, and after 13 your prowesses won't stack. Hello Captain Manny Music, welcome to the stream. Spamming heavies is probably the best way to get prowesses. But I'm not sure where would an endgame player use her. She could be good for buffed up, and there is a path where you want prowess, I think. But other than that, SP2, when they crit, they definitely do a lot of damage though. Are you using Elgato? I am not. I'm just using like this normal charging cable. Not sure if you. The pic quality looks really crispy. So this is just a 1+7 cable, and how do you all get Jubilee? It's the CCP program. You don't get to keep her. You can see like the content creator beta. It's just completely different. Can you spam heavy in the corner? Like they will get. You can for a little while, but then they will get a bar of power. So. I use Scrippy or something to mirror my phone screen to my laptop, and then from there OBS. I used to use a power mirror earlier, that also works, but I found this is slightly better. My total stream setup is just really cheap. I just basically bought the mic and the webcam, and in total it's like $18-20, both of them combined. And without the prowess, if you throw it in the orange phase, then also it doesn't do that much damage. One second. I couldn't get Scrippy to work. Like I just downloaded it and open it while your phone is connected, and it just works. Like I don't think I had to do something to set it up. Captain Manny Music saying, I meant kinda classify as endgame and I find place to use Ant-Man. Where do you use Ant-Man? Like for synergies? Mr. Aiden08, again I got Jubilee because of the CCP, and she will be taken away later this month, like at the end of this month. Heavy attack is just, it feels it should be longer. It's really cool, but the reach is kind of a problem. I don't think even if you are in the corner. Let's try it. I'm using the Elgato that Kabam sent me, but the Razer headphone mic I'm using isn't that up to scratch. I'm not sure how like Elgato and capture cards work in general, but from what I've heard, the quality should be pretty nice. Any good mic? So I use Boya mic. I'm not sure if it's even available in other countries. So let's try the heavy spam thing. Well, you can kind of do it, but it's like a 900 rupees mic, which is what, $11, and it works really well. You have to clip it on to your shirt or t-shirt. When you can't get your special attacks, then she just hits like a noodle. Like this is a rank 3 6 star with full suicide masteries. Power drain is definitely not great for her. Let's use this SP1. The taunt, it could be useful, like because she has taunt and some kind of power control. I'm thinking if people maybe use her for stuff like all or nothing, but again, why wouldn't you use a character like Magic or even Stark and Spider-Man for that matter? As soon as I get 2 bars of power, she just power drains me. It's like those interview clip on mics. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Hello Marie Nana Sajas. I'm pretty sure I butchered your name, but sorry. My Ant-Man is a 565 in Act 6. I'll bring him against Grandmaster for this final phase and not too good at intercepting. He has a decent chance to glance, so by dashing back there is fairly decent survival. I could see that, yeah. Variant 4 Deadpool boss, what nose does he has? Is she going to be particularly good for that? Also, there is always a chance that we are just missing something. Like maybe I am missing something. I haven't seen other creators' videos just yet. And it has happened that everyone just underestimated a character. So whenever like a new characters come out, can't really tell till they get in the basic pool and more people start pulling them. But Big Daddy, hello, welcome to the stream. So this is a fight I'm interested about, because so far whenever I go for the SP3 and then, so I'll be a little bit more concentrated here. Let me heal her up to full. I don't want her to die. Should I take up She-Hulk or Claire? Both 5-star. I would say Claire is significantly better, but if you can play She-Hulk, well, even then I would go with Clairvoyant. The only exception is if you really want a slow champion and you already have a great mistake character like Doom. But otherwise I would go with Claire. So I wonder if she can, I think she can out damage him. I'm going to go for 12 prowess and then SP3, then 12 prowess again, and then special 2 in the orange phase. Alright. Let's go for SP3. I've got Doom 4-star max, so I would still go for Clairvoyant, I think. Where are you, like, content wise? She-Hulk is a very cool character, but she's not for everyone. She is a little bit harder to play if you have, like, she's not hard to play, but if you have spacing down in this game, then she just becomes much better. And to unlock her full potential, you have to be good with using your heavy attacks and stuff. That won't connect. Alright, now let's go for a special 2. And another. And another. Come at me. Right, so as I said, she can do it. Like, she is not a complete dud, but who I wouldn't say is a top 10 mutant character would just get that fight done much quicker, even without any synergies and suicide masteries. Having a 565 She-Hulk, I really think there's a lot of skill to her, and I don't find too many places where she really excels more than your average counter damage. More than your average counter damage is solid, but a little difficult to sustain. I agree with that. And that is one thing, like, I expected Storm to be similar. I expected her to be like Gamora level kind of character with as a horseman, but I was pleasantly surprised. Building her up is not hard at all, and she's pretty. Push myself to SP3. She's not stressful to play as well. So I have been having a lot of fun with her in the CCP beta, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to take her in Abyss at some point. I need a good fight to test her out. But if you are in the orange phase and you go for a basic his, like that was a 8k medium which is not bad. MSD, we are talking about She-Hulk and MSD pops up in chat. Super high skill cap indeed. Gregory saying, yeah, I guess they want us to use her for utility. This Jubilee? That would make sense if a utility was better. But honestly, like, why would you want to just go to any other phase other than the orange one? That is a pretty long heavy attack. I wonder if it could be useful against Aegis heavy, I guess, but it's not a very common node though. Aegis heavy has like 5 indestructible charges, right? It would just completely take that away in one heavy. But let's go for SP3, SP2 again, and that will definitely kill him. MST talking about She-Hulk. Double APOC? What are you talking about, theory? Oh, you could go Cable against Thing and use Storm against Omega. We can try that. I'm going to do another Horseman testing stream at some point. That was really fun. Let's build those prowesses once again. I think heavy is definitely the way to go to build those prowesses. And because when you're parry heavying, you also do not change your phase. Let's just go for SP2 like this. He didn't crit, otherwise would most likely would have finished him off there. And yeah, that is Realm of Legends done. Kingslayer, do you like your YouTube account progression? Like my progression on YouTube? Yeah, I think we're doing pretty well. Like, we have been uploading for 8 months. We have uploaded more than 300 videos, and subs wise we are doing pretty well. MSD saying just stopping by in between classes. Have a good one, bud. Alright, you too. So we're done with the Realm of Legends. I think everyone knows at this point that she is not too impressive, but at the same time she can get some stuff done. And let's play with her in Act 6 a little bit, and then we'll probably end the stream relatively soon. What's the global here? Close encounters. Alright, let's try her out. Just love your videos. Thank you. Appreciate the kind words. By the way, I've never played with Apocalypse ever since I got him in the CCP beta, because he has a synergy with Strife. I just keep killing him to make other people horsemen. Satsui saying, alright, see ya boys, great play testing once again, Kingslayer. Alright, thank you, have a good. So I think we are trying early Act 6, so just one special 2 in the right phase could finish him off. Even if we don't have 12 prowesses, I think it will. But then I might be overestimating her damage. It is a 6-star rank, so it should. Right, let's parry and then well, it almost did. I I think for shorter fights, just use heavy attacks and go for SP2 in orange phase, and you should be good. I don't want to fight Void. She has something about purify characters. Rank 3 is overpowered. Should we bring a 5-star one? Let's do one more fight and then we might bring a 5-star one for a few fights. But I think most people get an idea, and she's not a very interesting character. Otherwise we would have tested her out in more stuff. Alright, so we have the 12 prowess now. Let's just get to 2 bars of power and the fire, like orange firework, SP2, and yeah, we're done. Let's bring in a 5-star one. Is there a Kingpin early on somewhere? Because she has this ability, I think, that when so each time the opponent purifies any debuff, she deals that's a lot of damage, 42,700 damage. So if we have a character somewhere like Kingpin or any other purify agent Venom really early on in some quest? Because that could be interesting. Yeah, this Kingpin could be fun. Let's go with this, because I remember that there is what's that? Like your special attack is increased. What's the note called? Is that this quest? I guess I was wrong. It's not in this quest. Never mind. What is the global node here? Let's just quit. In Ghost chapter, in 6.1, let's try. There's a Kingpin in variant 6, but we don't have variant 6 here. Goes to Loki one. There's an Agent Venom there. It's not that many fights. We can go for this. There's an Agent Venom, Crossbones, and Kingpin. So let's go for this. This should be fun. I'm getting low on revives here, and I didn't even die with. It's just Apocalypse. I've been testing a lot of Horsemen though. But let's go. The final test here. And I think like 43,000 is a pretty decent amount of damage. And hello SGD, welcome. We should get 12 prowess and 2 bars of power around the same time, and then 1 SP2 should finish him off even as a 5-star, I think. Rob stopping by saying, yo, sub King Slayer, how goes it, bud? It's going well. I wish she was a little bit better, then it would have gone. Yeah, then it would have been a little bit more interesting. But even now, like I don't think she's a bad character. She's just not very good. And if you are a mutant in this game and you're not like insane, then people won't really rank you up. How did you test drive out? I didn't.
So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my funland. I don't ever want to leave.
Alright, so we're in the orange phase now. It didn't crit, otherwise it does some pretty decent damage. We took her to Realm, like if anyone is joining now, we took her to Realm of Legends and against the Wolverine. And she did pretty well there, like after the SP3 and getting like 24 prowesses, she was able to get him down. Which is not a great achievement, I guess, but I wish her utility was a little bit better, a 100% concussion or a full power lock, or at least gaining prowess during the surge phase. This music is all copyright free. It is. Let me tell you the name. So I downloaded it from YouTube. It's no copyright sounds, gaming music, live stream, chill out mix, electronics radio. I think if you search that in YouTube, you should be able to find it. It's like a 4-hour compilation of different no copyright stuff. Hello Lil Bash, welcome to the stream. So basically we're testing the Purify thing, and Agent Venom, Crossbones and Kingpin will all be good for it. And that is going to do it for this stream. Like we have been streaming for about an hour now, and it is 12:45 AM for me, so we won't be going on for too long here. So you checked your studio and you don't get any claims? Nope, it's all fine. Like I have been using this as a background music of all my streams for a very long time. Like every stream is the same. Like I've downloaded it and I just play it and start streaming. So this is where it should get a little bit interesting. So if you can see awakened ability, each time the opponent purifies in debuff, it deals a burst of 3000 damage. So not too much, but let's see. Alright, so every time, that's not bad. And I thought did we get unblockable? That's cool. Oh, that's a pretty decent use. Best shrug off counter confirmed. Like either you get the parry, so you can either you're going to get the parry or you're going to go unblockable, so that's a win-win. And it's actually better if they purify it. That's kind of cool. Can you send me the link, please? I will message me online, otherwise I'll forget it, and then I'll send you a link there. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. So let's try Crossbones and Kingpin and then we'll end it. but this is definitely a pretty decent use. And because most like characters who shrug off debuffs are skill characters, like again we have characters who just have passive stuns and stuff, but the unblockable is because of horseman, is it? I don't know about that kind of stuff. It is. Right, I guess if you're using her without synergies, then that SP2 definitely is really hard. And the more I play with her, the easier it's getting to use the special in the right phase, but at the same time it is something that you always have to keep an eye on. And I just wish that it didn't change on every attack. Like Clairvoyant is just so good. It's easy enough to change your phases, and you won't do it like accidentally too much. I have sometimes accidentally moved to the wrong phase, but with this, with Jubilee, it will happen way more frequently. Also, she has like a double medium, so if you end with that, it will just make it even harder. But yeah, Kingpin is down. I don't know, I kind of like her, but at the same time, if you ask me if you should rank her up or any other good mutant character, I'd probably go with the other mutant. Yes, it is, because if you use Sunspot and Purify Incinerate with his heavy, then he goes unblockable. Alright. So guys, that is going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this stream, and bye bye. Good night. So every time I close the stream, it ends very abruptly. So I'm gonna